Good morning everybody, and welcome to this Friday morning session of our Gung Live in Your Living Room set. So, running a little bit late this morning, so we'll just crack on straight with it. Turn one foot 45 degrees to the corner, opening up the hip, sitting in, tucking on the tailbone, so you're sitting down through the leg using this set of muscles, and then so allow yourself to sort of balance on that leg, pick up your other foot, and then just rock the foot back and forth. Swap to the other side. And pick up your ankle, shake off the foot. And then swap to the other side. Pick up the knee, circling the foot. Back the other way. And then swap to the other side. Pick up the knee, circle the foot. Back the other way. And change. Feet together. Circling the knees. Back the other way. And then come up. Turn out the toes, turn out the heels. Circling the hips. And back the other way. Change, circling the shoulders. Really just let the shoulder joints go. Nice big circles. Try and just get the muscles to release so that the ball joints can float in the sockets. Back the other way. And change. So, opening up the feet with our feet shoulder width apart, let the feet spread onto the floor. Opening up the ankles. Opening up the knees. So you're looking for anywhere where you're resisting the way you're standing, anywhere you're twisting the joint out of alignment, anywhere you're putting pressure on the joint. Now that might not be the joint itself, there may be a twisting through the leg, the muscle groups may be firing where they don't need to. So just have a look at that and see whether you can get your knees just to relax, release. So they come over the toes, they're off lock. Then the hips, releasing the hips, so it's the buttocks, the thighs down by the outside of the leg. Releasing into the quad through here and down the tailbone, round the pelvis, and then just allow the muscle groups on the inside of the legs to take the weight as you tuck your tailbone under. So it's as though you're sitting down on the bar stool. So you're trying to release the muscles through the leg and then just pick up through down here so you're sitting down. Tailbone tucks under, shoulders come back to rest comfortably over the hips. So you're elongating your spine as you're sinking. And then the chin comes back so that you create a stretch in the spine. That way everything is upright, all the bones are upright, but then the muscles just release down and relax. And just take a moment just to breathe, opening up the chest, softening the chest. So you're emptying the chest out if you like, releasing the diaphragm and coming down into the belly. So you're breathing into the belly, let the belly open up as you breathe in, and let it close down as you breathe out. So we're not doing anything clever or spectacular with our breathing, we're just trying to get it regular and smooth so that we can release off tension in the internal spaces. Let the shoulders release, upper arms release. So biceps, triceps, let them go. Opening up the elbows. Opening up the forearms. Let their muscles release. Opening up the wrists. And softening the hands. You need to just move and turn just to find that comfort, then do. And then breathing in, bring the hands up. Take the hands up over the head. And breathe out, circle your hands down. Breathing in, let the hands come up. Slight pause at the end of the in-breath. And as you breathe out, let the hands come down. And as you pass the shoulders, sit down. So again, tucking the tailbone under, thighs bend, sitting down as though you're sitting on a bar stool. Slight pause at the end of the out-breath. And breathing in, come up through the feet, into the hips, up through and out into the arms. And breathe out. Sinking down. And keep going. Change, so breathe in, come up, hands come to the chest. Breathe out, just settle onto your feet, just let the hands float down. Come to rest. And again, create your alignments, softening the feet, softening the ankles, softening the knees, softening the hips. Let the tailbone tuck under so you're sitting down. Shoulders come back comfortably to rest over the hips. Pull the chin back slightly to create the stretch in the spine. Then bones up, muscles, soft tissue releasing down and breathing into the belly. Yourself sink down into the ground without crumbling, without crushing the structure. Breathing in, the hands come up the center line. And then at chest height, that's the end of the in-breath, slight pause, then breathing out, turn the left hand up, right hand goes down. End of the out-breath, turn the palms. Breathe in, hands come back up to the chest. And then breathing out, turn the palms, swap the hands over. So left hand now goes down, right hand goes up. Breathing in. And then on the out breath, the palms swap and sinking into the hips, tucking the tailbone under so you're sitting down. Breathing in, come up from the feet. And breathe out, sinking down, sitting down. One more. Breathing in, hands come up to the chest. Just let yourself settle on the feet, both palms to the floor. Let the hands float down as you breathe out. And reconnect with the ground, softening the feet, ankles, knees, hips. Tuck the tailbone under, shoulders come back to rest over the hips. Chin pulled back slightly. Bones floating in space. Soft tissue, release. Make sure you're sitting back on your feet, comfortably sitting back against the spine and the pelvis. Try and take your awareness down into your belly as you breathe. Then bring the arms up and swing left hand in front, right hand behind. Come up, swap over, come up, swap over. So really relaxing the arms, softening the shoulders, opening up the elbow joints and the wrists by softening off the soft tissue in the arms so that the arms can swing like a piece of rope and the hands are a weight on the end. And releasing across the shoulders, across the shoulder blades, releasing down the spine, the muscles either side. Make sure your tailbone is still tucking under so you're sitting down. Just let the arms swing. And then connecting with your belly, connecting with the the tantien, if you like. It's a space in the center of your body at around belly height, just below the navel. So it's lower belly really. Don't worry if you can't get your mind down there yet, but just that's something, it's an aspiration, something that you're working towards. And then focus on letting the belly open as you breathe in, close as you breathe out. Find a nice regular pattern for your breathing. Something that works for you. And then we're going to engage the waist. So the waist starts to turn. So as I go to the left, I'm turning to the right. And as I come up, the hips square again, and then I swap, come up. So now with the waist turning, the shoulders are engaged with the hips and they turn together. You're not twisting your body, and the momentum is transferred out through the arms like one of those drum toys. And again, working on releasing the shoulders. Really let the shoulder muscles go so that the socket, the ball joint can open in the socket. The joint can open in the shoulders. And you can open up down through the arms, letting go of any force that you have in the arms that you don't need. And then we're softening the legs, so we're not rotating and twisting down through the knees. The knees are acting more like shock absorbers, so that if you are transferring your weight from one side to the other, it's going smoothly down through the leg, not twisting and not pulling on the ankle joint. Still tucking the tailbone under, sitting down. Change, so just come so that the waist is square again, sitting down. Bring your hands up to the chest and then breathe out, just push down. Let the hands come to rest slightly in front, tucking the tailbone under, releasing the hip joints, releasing the knees, releasing the ankles, and settling down into the feet. Make sure your shoulders are comfortable, resting over the hips so that you're elongating your spine, not allowing yourself to crush down. Pull the chin back slightly to create the extra stretch, suspending you from the ceiling if you like. And then bones floating in space, standing upright. Soft tissue releasing. Breathing into the belly. Check that your weight is evenly spaced on the feet. You're not leaning forward or back or to either side. Softening the muscles down the spine, releasing the chest, releasing the diaphragm and into the belly. You may need to look at other parts of the body to see whether you're holding yourself tight, tense and rigid. So generally if you're down in the legs, you want to look and see whether you're twisting yourself, because that can have an impact on the upper body and make it hard for you to release and open up the chest cavity, the diaphragm and the belly. And then palms to the floor and bring the hands forward, leading up with the fingertips. Drop the fingertips, raise the arms to shoulder height. Dropping your elbows, dropping your wrists and down as you're pushing through water. So we'll repeat that. Breathing in, the hands come forward. Drop the fingertips, arms to shoulder height, dropping the elbows, dropping the wrist, breathing out. Forward, breathing in. Sitting back against the spine and breathing out. Elbows drops, wrist drops. Tucking the tailbone under to sink and sit down. Breathing in. Come up from the feet, up through and out into the arms, and breathe out. Sinking down, tuck the tailbone under. One more. And then turn your fingers to the right, circling up. At the left hand, continue the circle so you end up holding the ball in the centre. Sitting down, checking your alignments, breathe in. And breathe out, turn your waist to the right to bring the hands around. And then as you breathe in, swap the hands, square the hips to bring the hands to the front again. And breathing out, turn the waist to the left. And breathing in, square the hips, swap the palms. Breathe out. And in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Keeping the tailbone tucked under, sitting back against the spine into the pelvis, taking the mind down to the belly, the lower tandian if you like, softening your shoulders and rotating around your spine, softening the legs, the knees, the ankles, the feet, the hips, so that the waist can rotate around the spine, the shoulders stay in line with the hips, the elbows remain in a fixed point in space, and then the motion through the hands is just created by using the elbows as a pivot. Now become mindful of whether you're leaning yourself forward or back, pulling yourself to one side or the other. Work out what's going on within the legs, softening the legs so you can turn comfortably without straining down through the joints. Again, letting your belly open as you breathe in and close as you breathe out. So you're pulling down on the diaphragm with the in-breath, pushing up on the diaphragm with the out-breath. And then circle the lower hand up, palms to the floor as you breathe out. Let yourself come to rest. Then take the knuckle of the thumb, place it in the tummy button, let the palm rest down over the top. The other hand comes in over the top of that. Left hand under right for men, right hand under left for ladies. And then just softening down through the feet, opening the ankles, softening the knees, allow your legs to move so they can find that comfort. If you need to shake off, then do. Releasing the muscles around the hip joint so that you can tuck your tailbone under and sit down. So you're sitting on a bar stool. Shoulders come back, resting comfortably over the hips. Pull the chin back slightly. And then really focus on just releasing your breathing, getting your breathing slower and deeper into the body, breathing into the belly, looking for those areas of tension that are impeding your breathing, and just allow yourself to move, stretch, rotate any joint that you need to in order to get that comfortable. Let your body inform you where you're holding yourself tight, tense and rigid. And then just ask it to relax, release. And bring the hands up, softening the shoulders, sinking the elbows, wiggle the fingers at the ends of the arms. Releasing the shoulder joints as you go, softening the muscles across the back, into the neck, down into the chest, and along the arms, into the fingertips. Make sure your tailbone is still tucked under, so you're sitting down. And breathe. Bring the hands down, let the arms just rest, softening the shoulders as you start circling your fingertips at the end of the arms. Change, just breathing in, coming up onto the toes. Breathe out, let yourself drop. Breathing in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathe out. Again. And last one. And relax. Give the body a shake. Shake off the legs. Circling the hips. Back the other way. And then just turning the waist to free up the shoulders and the spine. Circling your shoulders round if you need to. Back the other way. Turn the head over one shoulder. And then back to the other side. Feel the stretch, but don't put any stress or tension into it. Just relax. And back. And then let the head just drop onto the chest. And circle slowly round. And back. And we are done. So thank you again for joining me this morning. I hope you enjoyed that session. As always, if you have any questions or would like to leave a comment about your experiences, then please do. If you could tag, share and like this video so that we can get it out far and wide, that would be brilliant. And I will see you on Monday morning at 7 o'clock. Have a good weekend. Take care.